This is a quick little demonstration of one of the new sets that I've put together using the fantastic Dabber acrylic paints from Ranger. This little set is our light portrait set. It covers just about every skin tone, and I'm going to show you just quickly how to paint a very light face. And what I'm doing is dabbing on straight from the bottle, and the bottles have this little dabber top, and you can see it on the website instituteofcute.com, and I'm just dabbing it straight from the bottle, and I'll also show you some other ways that you can use them. But I get all of the colours down, and then using my paintbrush with a little bit of water on it, start to smudge them all together. So the colours that I'm using are Lavender Sachet, Cool Berry, I couldn't remember there for a second, Malted Milk, Chewing Gum and Brown Sugar. So they actually create a nice little set, and I'm just building up my highlights and my shadow areas. If you want to learn how to draw and paint and create beautiful faces from your own imagination, have a look again on the website, either on my website, janedavenport.com, or on the Institute of Cute website, and you'll see the different workshops that I've got. There's two, Draw Happy and Supplies Me, which is the more involved one. Both of those will help develop your face drawing skills, and it's so much fun drawing faces. So as you can see, it's sort of a messy process. I'm not that worried about things being perfect. Now that I've kind of felt where I'm going with this, I've added the background before I add the hair. And I'm just keeping it within this little palette. But of course, you could add any colour that you wanted for hair. But I'm just trying to restrict myself as a little challenge, I suppose, to this. Now I can put in the darker colours, and then I can go over them either with my paintbrush or with my fingers, just to soften those details out a little bit. And I can also add in other colours to my darker areas, just to add some interest and sparkle and colour, because our hair is not one colour, it's lots and lots of colours, with all of the lights that are shining on it. And adding in colours from the background and from other spots in the drawing really helps integrate and make the drawing much nicer. One of the things that I love about these paints is that they're so matte when they dry, and they are amazing for journals because they're so matte, which a lot of acrylic paints are not. They're a semi-gloss, especially in the very good quality ones. Because these have got such a matte surface, they're fabulous for drawing on top of, and that is how I add my details when I'm journaling, because I never know where a piece is going to go. So I like to build things up layer by layer, and here I'm using the fantastic Prismacolor pencils, which I just adore beyond comprehension. And I've got some of the new colours, the pomegranate from the new 18, and I'm using peach and black cherry. And I'm just adding some colour straight from the bottle of the Dabber paints. And as you can see from my hands, I like to get the paint all over me. It makes me feel very artistic. I'm using the paint just to help redefine the edges. And when I draw over the paint when it's still wet, it kind of lifts the paint off and creates a really interesting effect. It kind of scratches into the surface and looks really interesting. It suits this very loose style that I've got happening on this little piece anyway. The paint elsewhere is dry, and I can start laying down some other colours. The Prismacolors and these paints are a magic combination. There is just a very lovely synergy that's going on between these two things. And now I'm going to add one of my other favourite things in the universe, Sharpie White Poster Paint Pen. It's got acrylic paint in it. Again, it's matte, so I can draw over the top of it. Wonderful. And I'm just adding in some details with, I think that's an indigo pencil, maybe some dark brown. And she's pretty much finished. That's the light portrait set in the Ranger Dabbers. And if you stay tuned or look on the site, you'll see the other videos that I've created that show some of the other sets. A deep portrait colour set, a pastel set, our rainbow set, our royal collection, and our mermaid set. The Institute of Cute specialises in fantastic journal supplies. instituteofcute.com